Oh. Hello, everyone. So basically, we got the Welfare Reform 2.0 just passed on July 4th. Was signed into law. The Welfare Reform 2.0 was signed into law on July 4th of 2025. And everyone keeps saying, well, basically everyone keeps saying that all these cuts to government benefits. Everyone keeps saying if you're black and you voted Republican, then this is your fault. Basically, everyone says that if you're black and you voted Republican, this is your fault. So basically, the issue is that the people who say that are actually missing a point. So basically, you know, the whole point of the whole point of liberalism is that the whole point of liberalism is that you treat everybody like they're a baby and you take away their rights in order to protect them from themselves. And the thing about liberalism is that if you are constantly taking away, if you are constantly treating your own uh, uh, constituents like babies, and you're constantly taking away their rights and discouraging them from voting and making it illegal for them to vote, and not to mention inviting illegal immigrants to vote in their place. Uh, First of all, who's to guarantee that those illegal immigrants are going to vote Democrat? Because hey, I mean, so anyway, so if the whole point of your political party is to treat everyone like they're an infant and take away all of their rights because you and your omnipotence have deemed them incapable of making their own choices as adults. So if the whole point of your political party is to take away your own support, to take away the voting rights of your own supporters, and to make it impossible for them to either vote or participate in politics or to get elected themselves. If the whole purpose of your political party is to turn your own constituents into helpless children, then the people who actually survive long enough to get the people who actually keep their voting rights long enough to vote, the people who actually keep their rights long enough to participate in politics or keep their rights long enough to actually be a representative, uh, those people are going to be the people who do not vote for collectivist policies. People, Democrats don't even understand that it's really not normal for all four branches of the government to be owned by one party. It's really not normal for all four branches of the government to be owned by one party. I mean, the Democrats should have at least kept the House. I mean, that would have been easy enough. The Democrats should have at least kept the House. But like I said, all four branches of the government, of the government only belonging to one party is not normal. And the reason for this is that Republicans make it so that they have more people who can vote. Republicans make it so that they have, even if it's just white Republicans. Okay, Republicans make it so that more white Republicans can vote. Republicans make it so that more white Republicans can participate in politics or get elected themselves. And it's like uh, uh, for decades and decades, the Democrat Party would set up. The Democrat Party would set up black voters with a misdemeanor at the age of 16, or 14 or 15, they set up all their the black underage constituents with misdemeanors, and then they would tell them, well, now you can never run for office. Now you can never represent your country, no matter how much you turn your life around, no matter how much you reform, no matter how much you learn, no matter how sorry you are. So, and then contrast that with Republicans. Donald Trump became a 34-time felon, I believe, 1 month before the election. He became a 34-time felon at the same time, like 1 month before the election. Now, did the white Republicans say to that white man, "Oh, you're a criminal now. You're evil now, so you can't run for office"? No, white Republicans said, "I don't care what the Constitution says. I want you in office, and I'm going to put you in office." So basically, let's keep it real. The Democratic Party is a one race, one demographic party. Black Americans are the only demographics. As a matter of fact, unless you are born black and you are born on welfare, you have no point. There is no point for you to vote Democratic unless you are born black and born on welfare. So you have no business voting Democratic. So one black guy voting for Trump is not the reason for the Harvard cuts and the welfare reform 2.0. One black guy voting for Trump is not the reason for like 80% of the United States voting Republican in 2024. And this is a knock on wood. This is a knock on wood situation to sort of. This is a knock on wood situation to sort of bring it home, which is that I've been on disability. I've been retired on disability for the past 17 years. If I had not switched to, if I were still, because to make a long story short, I started off as an extreme liberal. And as soon as my symptoms happened, as soon as my gang stalking started, I immediately turned to a Republican. So, to make a long story short, if I had been the type of person, if I had remained on that path, if I had been the type of person to vote for collectivist policies, if I had been the type of person to vote for liberal policies, I would not have the right to vote right now. I would not have the right to vote right now. I would either be in prison right now, or I would be a felon, or I would just refuse to vote because I would feel like there would be no point for me voting, or I would I'd be completely incapacitated or dead. So if I had been the type of person with a mindset that if I had been the type of black man with a mindset of I want another grown man to treat me like I'm his infant child, I want another grown man to take away my rights and treat me like an infant child because I don't believe that I have the mental capacity to make my own decisions or to think. If I were the type of person to actually vote for somebody who told me that, then I would not be able to vote right now. I wouldn't have the right or the inclination or the capacity. So that's the knock on wood. That's the knock on wood moment. So that like I said, it's not one black guy. It's not the one black guy that everybody knows that's a Republican. That's not the guy who got like all four branches of government into the hands of the Republicans, and I would assume the majority of governorships as well, and possibly the majority of mayorships. So that type of thing doesn't just happen out of a random walk. That type of thing doesn't just happen. That's a very, Republicans say if you can do the bare minimum, you're going to be voting and you're going to be you're going to be running for office. You're going to be supporting your own family without having a $2,000 lifetime cap where you have to make less than minimum wage every day of your life, and your grandchildren, your great grandchildren have to make less than minimum wage every day of their lives, just so that you can get the credit for being so compassionate in keeping these people below poverty. So Republicans say if you can breathe and if you can do the bare minimum, you're gonna and obviously if you're white, you're gonna vote, you're gonna run for office, you're gonna take care of your family, you're going to start a business, you're going to not be railing against the rich all day and not be asking for a handout all day. And that's how Republicans run their states and their cities. And that's the reason why the majority of legal voters in the United States are Republican. So it's not one black guy who got Trump in the office. It's not one black guy who got Trump in the office last time. It's not one black guy who got George W. Bush in the office. So that's all I wanted to say for this video. Have a great day. I thank you for your undying love and support. Have a great day and goodbye.